So there's this new wave of people that are constantly promoting that you make content online, right? And I think everyone should at least give it a shot and make content. Now, me as someone who owns a YouTube content creation agency with over 60 million plus long format views, I can tell you there is a lot of fundamental reasons why people fail with content. I think it really comes down to understanding the market and how it's kind of changed since COVID, because I started making content a little bit after COVID and it has drastically changed over the years. The way content creation works now is that anyone can make content, right? Like, it's the most easily accessible thing on earth. It's free. You just need your phone or you need software downloaded on your laptop. Like, literally anybody can start content creation tomorrow if they put their mind to it. I'm sure you see on TikTok, there's a lot of talking head creators going viral right now. So they're not even editing these videos with much effort. It takes like at most maybe an hour to record a few bunch of videos, and then they edit these videos in batches and they just put them out over time. And it really doesn't take that much expertise or time. You just need to cut silent spaces similar to what I'm doing right now, and maybe a compelling sound in the background, and boom, you have yourself a viral video. And you could post an infinite amount of these videos. Like, there is no cap to how many videos you can post. No one cares for the stylistic choice of, all these flashy After Effects and montages that, maybe someone who is a professional 2022 would have had a lot of leverage in. Nowadays, it's just not popping. Like, no one really cares for that style anymore. For example, me, I've been able to monetize this full time, and we edit videos in my agency with just raw fundamentals. Like, we just understand pacing, we understand hooks, what makes a good video. No one in my team actually even knows how to use After Effects. Like, I'm still editing on Sony Vegas. The point I'm trying to make is you don't need to be an expert. Now, when the barrier to entry to something is low, typically you get a lot of people who feel like they have a feel for this thing. You get a lot of people with 10, 20,000 followers thinking they know what it takes to make exceptional content, which of course they might know a thing or two, but what happens is when someone gets any type of minor qualifications, everyone develops this thing called an opinion. And when everyone has an opinion, everyone begins to feel like they are qualified to judge people's content or work, tips and tricks on how to grow content, and they claim that they're an expert. You should never be asking an expert for their opinion in the first place. Now, I want you to think about it from a perspective of like a product. For example, if I give someone an energy drink, right, and they drink it, they're gonna have a more valuable opinion of the actual product than someone who's maybe an expert in developing energy drinks. The person who developed this energy drink is going to have thousands of different ways he's going to judge this product, because they're going to nitpick every little thing. They're going to nitpick the fizziness ratio and the amount of sugar in the energy drink to like the exact milliliter, the design of the can. But the consumer who goes and buys this energy drink, they're going to take one sip and be like, yeah, this is a piece of shit, or oh, this is actually really good. And ultimately, the way you can decide if a product is good or not is if the consumer thinks it's good. The consumer is the real expert of whatever product you're trying to sell. In this case, the product is content. If you take your video to some guru who swears they understand the algorithm like the back of their hand, they're going to nitpick 100 things similar to the guy who developed that energy drink. They're going to critique your editing style. They're going to critique your hooks. They're going to look at every little detail that you did wrong. But the only thing that you should actually be looking at is the data and the analytics for whatever content you post actually is. Because if I make a video that an expert may deem as dog shit, but it performs well on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram, that video is technically not dog shit because it performed well. It clearly did something right. It resonated with someone properly, and it resonated with the group of people that we actually want it to resonate with. This is why the real trick to posting content is just A/B testing until your freaking fingers fall off. Right? When I first got into short form content posting on TikTok and Instagram, I literally just used to post content 24/7, and I tried to copy other people and what they were doing, right? My niche was more like fitness, and I just kept posting a lot, and I didn't really get much success. Randomly, I decided to post a talking head video for the first time, and for some reason it went viral, right? I didn't understand why, but the feedback in my comments told me exactly why. A lot of people resonated with how I actually spoke and my story, and that was really what got people to watch the video from start to finish. This is where the expert opinion tends to fall apart, because he could have told you to do a million different things, but in actuality, none of that fucking matters. The only thing that matters is what the consumer says about the video you posted and how they react to it and what the data reflects based on that. I think there's a a lot of foundational things that you can teach for video editing or making content properly, sure. But once you get the basics down, like just making a decent thumbnail or talking with a certain level of charisma that people resonate with and talking at a certain cadence that you're used to and having a decent understanding of whatever the topic you're actually going to talk about is. Like if you just put all those pieces together, just stop watching tips videos altogether. Just look at what the market is telling you is good and what is not good. Don't ask an expert opinion because everyone's a critic. Everyone's going to have an opinion, especially in a market like content creation where the barrier to entry is so low. Stop buying these courses and just post your videos and read the data, bro. It's there for a reason. You have analytics for a reason. None of this is luck. And if you haven't done this already, stop asking your friends to watch your video or review your video because they're always going to have something to say about the content you're making. But at the end of the day, it's your content. You will always understand the type of video you want to post better than everyone else. A couple years from now, the internet's going to be even more crowded and there's going to be even more critics. So you might as well get used to it now. And this is coming from someone who's supposed to be a quote unquote expert. The only expert advice I can give you is never ask an expert what they think of your content. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and talk about the thing you're currently struggling with when it comes to content creation. I love reading your guys' comments and just giving my 2 cents on them, and also any type of engagement really helps the channel and it really gives me more motivation to continue posting here because I got a lot of sauce to give you guys. That's it. I'll see you guys on the next one.